Alright, ladies and lads, it has been done. The rims plus tires have been installed, and today is the reveal. However, it's not your usual YouTube reveal because, well, I'm not that big of a fan. This is it. This is the new look for the WRX. I'll get into the details about the specs, the rims, and all that later on in the video. But people, to get to this point, it has been quite an adventure. Let's just rewind 1 week ago exactly and let my past self explain everything. Today is Wednesday, and by this time I'm pretty sure I already revealed the final wheel plus tires combos, so I already know what they look like. But on Monday I went back and picked up the rims already wrapped from the wrap shop. Everything was fine. And then yesterday I went to the tire shop so that they can mount them, but guess what, they couldn't, because as you see in this picture, when they did the powder coat, I don't know what is it, the bore or the wheel thingy, that piece that I have in my hand, you're supposed to put that in the center, but it couldn't fit because when they did the powder coat, it added a lot of material, and not only that, it wasn't uniform. So in some spaces there was more material than others, as you can clearly see in the picture. So that made it impossible to fit them. And I went back today. Today is Wednesday, like I said. It's like 10 right now. I went back there super early. Told them what was the problem. They were like, how did these guys from the tire shop measure it was the correct one? I was like, that is not the problem. What you did on the rim added so much material that it doesn't fit anymore. That's the problem. Long story short, they just called me back and said it was ready. And I am hoping it is perfectly done, because if there's only 1 millimeter that is not perfect and there is like play in the centerpiece, in between the centerpiece and the rim, that is going to be a problem later on. Like, come on, I am surely not the first WRX owner with these type of specs that you do. Like, how can you make that mistake? I don't understand. I really do not understand. And I should actually blame myself, because I did this on my with my own, without praying, without anything, without any approval from the Holy Spirit, and this is the result. Because I was so in a hurry when I got the rims to put them on, I just searched for the quickest, like the most reputable shop that could do it, and that's the one I found. But again, I did not pray to make sure, hey, Holy Spirit, is that the one I'm supposed to go for? I didn't do that. I was just, okay, let's go there. So let this be a lesson, people. Let this be a lesson for myself as well, of course. Jesus freaking Christ. All right, let's go. Here we are, folks. The rims are here. I checked, and seems like it's fine. So now we are ready to get these installed.
So now I'm inspecting your wheel. Look, this one they scratch it up here, and this one has a scratch here too. Pass your finger, you feel it. Put your finger on it.
Oh Lord.
That's probably the guy yesterday.
No, today.
Oh, they did it today?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one here and that one here. I didn't look at this one. That's so bad. This one is okay. This is okay, and that one is okay. This one has one here. Chip right here. There's this.
Oh, no,
I mean, when we mount the tire, it's probably gonna come up a bit. Might hide it. Yeah, but
That's fine at this point, man. That's crazy.
you use the same nut, or you have different nuts?
Yeah, extra nuts.
Okay, extra nuts. That's this key?
Yeah, okay.
just like that, we are set to go. Actually, it's not that bad. It is not that bad. In the air, it looked, yeah, it's good. It's alright. Maybe the front is a bit too much, but I can live with that. Alright, your boy is happy. This was a fantastic place. And yeah, back to the present, I guess. Now, before I get into the reasons why I don't like this setup, let me highlight the things that I do like. So the first thing I like about these is the design. Now, this is nothing really crazy or innovative in terms of design, in terms of rims. It's actually very basic. But the reason why I went with these is because these spokes, usually in these type of rims or wheels, are parallels, just like this one on the screen right now. And I don't like that. Not only that, but most of those, well, not all of them, but most of them have these parts being completely straight, which I don't like. I like this curved part, and also the fact that these are not parallels to each other. The other reason, of course, is the size. Bigger rims, bigger tires, looks good. Of course, it's pretty high. I have no problems now. Actually, this is the first time I see this. This is the first time I see this thing here. Oh well. Oh well. Let's keep going. As I was saying, the size. It makes the car go a little higher, which for some people is not good, but later on, 2 months from now, it's going to be fixed. It's going to be fixed. That's all I can say right now, but that is what I was looking for. And that's about it when it comes to the things I like about this setup. Now, the things I don't like about this setup, first thing is the design. The reason I chose this design, or I wanted to put something in there, was because I did not want it to leave the rims completely black. Because when the car is rolling, when you have a white car or a bright car on black wheels, this is completely empty. It's a black hole. You're in the shadow realm, something like that. You cannot see anything. That's why I wanted to have some highlights to highlight part of the rim. So that's why I chose this design. But the thing I messed up on was, well, I did not look deep enough. Having the white stripe going from here all the way here is fine, but something that's off is this connection over here. In my mind, it's one of those things where in your mind it looks good, but when you actually put it in real life, when you see the final result, it's not so great. This is one of those things. This connection to the center cap doesn't work for this rim specifically. I'll show you a design on, well, I'll show you an image right now where it absolutely would have worked. But I did not want to pick that rim because of the reason I mentioned earlier. We are going to keep this for now, but later on I'm going to change it myself to maybe cut this part and connect just like this, like a circle, or something else. I'll figure it out, but this doesn't quite work. Every single time I look at this, I'm like, something's off. The second thing I don't like about this is the poke. Now, this poke, if I wanted to have a poke, this would have been perfect. In the front is a bit much, but in the back it is just perfect. So let's start with the front. With the front, obviously you have this part of the front bumper that goes in an angle and comes in, but meeting at the top here, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad, but it's not the look I was going for. On the back is less more apparent. It's actually pretty good on the back, to be honest. It's not that big of a deal, but the front, no, I don't like the front. The setup I was looking for, I already showed it on this channel. I'll put the clip back. This guy had the perfect setup. It is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted completely flush, but having a huge amount of tire and having the tire pretty much the tire wall, pretty much flat or rounded. Here, it doesn't completely accomplish that, but it's not 100% what I wanted. For now, it's not that big of a deal. I can live with it, but we will have to change it later on. Having such a poke in the front when it's raining, this almost doesn't work as well because we have dirt coming all the way up here. Here will be somewhat protected, but up here not so well. And on the back, if you have been watching this channel, you already know why I don't have anything on this side. It's because of this bolt right here. I couldn't remove it. It will be done when I go and do the alignment and the oil change in 1 week. And I'm going to ask them to install the rear mud flaps as well. Also, something I didn't mention, before installing the rim on the tire, I put ceramic coating on the face, not on the barrel, on inside barrel, because apparently you're not supposed to put anything if you don't have the rim mounted to the tire yet, because if they balance it and they try to put the weights are not going to stick to the ceramic coat. So you're supposed to do that after the tire are installed, but I didn't have time to do that, so I decided to do it before, and I only did the face. I don't know how much difference it's going to make, but we'll see later on when I start to wash my car myself. As for the tires, I went with Michelin All Season, what is it? Pilot Sport All Season 4. Yeah, that's it. I went 255, 40, 18. This is the size that I wanted. I wanted neat, and actually this is one thing I like about this. I don't like slim tires, I don't like stretch tires. I want my tires to be meaty and to be pretty much flat when you look at them on the sides, or rounded bit, which this is somewhat. Not completely, but somewhat. For those that are saying I should probably lower it, this is pretty much 2 fingers. I have no intentions of doing so, especially not with this setup. It doesn't rub against anything, except something I forgot to tell you in the previous videos. I ripped off the mud flap on the rear on the right, and I also did the same for the front like 1 week after, but I was able to put it back as pretty much as it were before. But yeah, this rubs when the tire is at full lock and I'm backing up. That's the only time when it rubs against this mud flap, but against the car itself it doesn't rub. Oh yeah, for the specs, I almost forgot. For these are 18 by 9.5 plus 39 offsets. Originally the plan was to have, because you can only get these in gloss, like semi-gloss black, and originally my plan was to get them in gloss black, semi-gloss black, have them wrapped like this, see if I like the result, modify accordingly, then when I'm completely 100% happy with the result, I will then powder coat them gloss black and do the custom design that I finally decided on. But as you saw in the previous video, when I went to the wrap shop, he told me the wrap wouldn't stick on it, so that's why I had to powder coat them gloss black, then have the wrap on top. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these as they are. I'm going to find exactly the design that I want. I'm going to do that myself actually, and when that's done, probably in the second version of this car, I will redo the powder coat and have this custom design like completely painted on it. It won't be a wrap, it will actually be a proper paint. But yeah, that is it. The new look for the WRX. Again, not 100% happy with it, but that will do for now. And like I said, 2 months for now, it is going to actually add up to this. It's going to make it complete. Now, time to get the hell out of here. A ton of people today, though. A ton of people around. Wasn't expecting that. All right, we're done, so.